ready now as well, and we've already touched upon what we saw last time composition-wise from Pacific. Doesn't look like they're changing anything there.
Yeah, so that means that ULF are going to be able to look into that game and really, they should know what Pacific are trying to achieve with this composition.
Are we liking the breach?
No, I don't like breach. But I think in terms of like actual comfort and the way that ULF want to play, I think it makes sense in setting up the Waylay. In this meta, I don't think it's particularly strong, but it makes sense for them comfort-wise, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so, but like, is that, I mean, I guess, like, yeah, comfort's great and all, and especially in this position when you're trying to get the reps in, as we've already spoken about for the core, but will you have, I'm not saying a free hit, but should you not try and maybe go out of your comfort zone a little bit when you do have that free pass?
I mean, you are on the chopping block, so do you really want to put your neck out at this point already? Do you want to try and stay in the run for as long as possible? I think there's a lot of
I think
questions.
realistically on this map, double duelist is really strong, but the thing is ULF can't really run that with a composition. I think Pacific, in the long term, I'd love to see them just put 7 on Yoru sometimes and just go for that double duelist angle, in my opinion. But yeah, for ULF, it's going to be all on Waylay. Can all of this setup actually work? Because we saw it on KC's side, it was looking a little bit better earlier. It's like that kind of approach.
Yeah, we also saw it from Foot as well on the Haven, and it was a little bit of a hit or miss, so I'm looking forward to see how they can translate this.
Yeah, it will just come down to Demure, someone that we've like highlighted as having a little bit of problems here, but this is now time to do it. It's like do or die at this point.
Yeah, I think as well, like Demo, from what I remember, like being in Tier 2, was always a little bit hot and cold, right? But for him, when I see him on the Waylay, I don't recognise that as his agent pool. I recognise it being much more traditional in terms of Jet and Raze. And I mean, a Raze here, I think would have been decent. It is split after all. Raze works, but listen, we don't know exactly what's been going on in the preparation.
Yeah, we don't know that, but we do know that we're ready to head into our first map of the series, ULF against Pacific, going up here in this lower bracket with our casters, Hypoc and Pansy.
Thank you so much. And yeah, look, Mike's been looking forward to this one. I know it's been kind of, I guess, weighing heavy on your mind is, do we see CNED being more than a Skydog this game?
I mean, hopefully, sure. Yeah, definitely the intention. Certainly something.
We were not happy.
Very unhappy. Very unhappy.
Deeply displeased.
To come back to kind of the expectations here, I remember week 1 saying that Pacific have a high ceiling, right?
Yes, they do.
We've seen some positives. I mean, last series, again, actually, obviously 7 looking great, but Alorante also wants to step up to the plate. There's another player that we were talking about has a lot of potential, but I mean, they were going insane last week. So even to come back to start off kickoff, what we were talking about with some of these teams, Pacific, for me, need to come out and have a clean win today for us to kind of then believe in the longevity of this roster, right? CNED certainly being an elephant in the room for this roster.
Yeah.
But that's not a new discussion.
No, it's not. I feel like we've been here every time like, oh, could he adapt to this? Could he maybe find some footing on that? And it never quite comes through. But again, I don't think we'd seen it so poignantly until this roster. So we have to see if it works out. Off on the other side, let's see what you can do. And that is a brilliant beginning for them. Highly likely to walk away with a pistol here.
CNED's chasing this down. We'll get it.
Very nice.
Find himself an upgrade here.
Seems to encourage the hit on the other side. Demore going to be teed up to succeed. This is clean. Ninja.
Enemy down.
One more bullet to play with, and he's got
player standing.
Split between decisions. It was hard to make the right call. Maybe frozen in place. Could have maybe tried to wrap pillar, but CNED in a 1v2. This could be a lovely way to deal with our worries and woes. And he's got the first, start the second.
Back in a flash.
Daz there, going to try and be a little tricky. CNED's still very much here though, and has time. Another missed opportunity.
And a 44 HP. Well, both about 40 HP here, but bring around the Rosie. Oh, that's the one to close it out with a 3K and the pistol round on the board for ULF. Certainly an opportunity here, but again, with a kill falling up to, I believe, up towards Rafters on A, exactly the same time that Cupid takes this contact. Seeing the kill feed, both identical times here. Just
one enemy remaining.
Is the green light for ULF to follow through here to beat. Ninja certainly with an opportunity here, and that, I mean, does probably more than you expect in that situation.
Oh, there you go. They answered the desk. with the little.
Oh, well, the
factoid.
4% yeah.
I'm glad that we were able to distract.
That's
the desk
why
a
we're
little bit
seeing so
earlier.
many coaches go.
Yeah. Who's your favourite coach so far? Who's gone up for it?
You asked me this last week. Pal.
Did I?
Yeah. Actually,
oh,
no,
but
Milan
put
now.
up, like,
Milan
actually
now.
made a bit of a show of it.
Yeah. Milan certainly takes it.
Yeah.
Round 2 here. Pacific stacked up.
Toxins
I
going
think
up.
Stern really going to be feeling too much pressure here. Pacific are going to go hunting. Force is good. Cupid once he gets the trade, so still 3 healthy members of Pacific, but B-side falling once more. 7's going to be the earliest here, but only on a classic.
Yeah, and again, kind of been the light in the fog for us here, really. 7, thrilling player to watch, but yeah, to really get going, this is super early. See what he can maybe make happen. However, having to clear mailroom will make this difficult. And they seem completely unaware of the possibility. Is Neki going to farm too? And just 7 left alive now. Not too many options, obviously. And that, I think, should be a shoulder. It is. Fabian there, just fine. 2-0, comfortable stuff. Nothing really to write home about. Handle the threat early. All good.
You're already Pacific. I mean, even with the pistol here, looking to get very proactive on the defense. Well, that trend will continue here now that rifles are in hand. I mean, Ninja have seen it already with
I've seen matches, bro.
with good progress towards their ults. A couple of kills here would certainly make that feel even better for Pacific going forwards, but a very well invested bonus on the other side of things for ULF. And spread very thin once more, and Pacific this time. It's not like there's going to be a challenge on either extremity. Cena towards mid now in vents.
Yeah, seeing Cupid and Valorant trying to hold on to that B site. Not going to be the one potentially testing it, but there is still that split on A, so don't think it'd be too quick just yet. They want to at least show a little bit of presence. Maybe just catch one rotation. Got that so far. The control of ramp will be filtered over to the hands of ULF, pulling in 3 players in reaction. Oh, Stern's going to be ready for how many are here. Nicely done. Lovely flash timing with that haunt going through as well.
And Seven's just so happy to set up plays like this. We saw so many examples last week.
They've just seen 3 players and they're going into it.
Maybe just thinking that the fact it's Stern that's fallen. I mean, Pacific have basically misread this now. Ninja got to stand his ground. Spot will come through. Great C's actually perfect.
Yeah, exceptionally good, but no way to punish off it, but stalls them out for sure. So that does buy time to maybe make up for that little bit of a misread that happened earlier. However, Util is pretty low, barring 7s that should be just about in CT now. So you're kind of looking at what's remaining. He can maybe instigate something.
Everyone's on site for ULF as well.
Yeah, no one stayed towards ramp. A little surprised no one tried to play off potentially. So that knife's going to be lovely. At least one. Oh, actually only one. I thought I might get a little bit more.
So we're looking to clear through. Fault line will slow things down as well, though. Tons of util for ULF to put back in.
They're all going through CT, excluding CNID. I'm a little surprised they're all trying to filter through this wave. I don't like it at all. I really don't like the spacing either. They've made a mountain out of a molehill, and now Ninja can barely do anything. I don't think you're going to break this one, mate. Have a go. And where did Demore just go? Maybe fall back for a second. He's made it look almost possible not to be in the end. ULF capitalize on what looked like a messy retake.
Maybe just another misread here in a situation they're looking to isolate the one player tagged by the knife, but get nothing back through from ramp side of Pacific, and apparently just sits in front of this.
Yeah, no
reveal.
pressure on that.
Little disjointed here. I mean, time obviously a huge factor in this situation as well, but bonus conversion for ULF. Get them off to a flying start in this first half. Rolling Thunder available here now for Fabian.
I'm just a bit stunned we're already seeing this. I know there's been issues with Pacific and, you know, coming into it. I just don't expect to see them that flat at the very start. Valorante's at least been, again, another name to put up there with 7. You know, again, even Cupid kind of, you know, we complimenting some of the calls he was doing, some of those reads he had out there. This feels a little out of sorts, but again, early days.
Ton of info for Valorante there, but again, the weaponry certainly Not going to enable any aggression here in round 4. As I say that, I might try and follow Stern back out towards spawn.
That's lovely little bit of timing there. And a little bit of an attempt on Cooper, who does go down swinging, taking away Ordaz with him, but the site's now secured. I much prefer that spacing. That looks way tighter going into this, but Neki still controlling a lot of the space in middle.
Just 7 and Ninja now in both, well, upgraded pistols, but a 2v4. Probably just going to settle for some exits here. Stern going to be the first. That's fine. Potentially both kills. 7 will fall. And 4 on the board now for ULF. Building up a bit of a cushion as well. It's another round where 4 survive. Obviously, everybody fell on the bonus, but Flash actually catching onto Valorant there. Not sure if maybe he thought he was a little tighter to pillar, but operator in hand now for CNED. Obviously, hoping for a response from Pacific early on. This is certainly the round you want to see it. Issue being 1 away from the pit. Fabian's still got that Rolling Thunder to play off. Certainly an opportunity for ULF to continue this trend.
My eyes are on CNED here. And he was having some misses before, and it was with the operator. And I feel very negative about what I'm saying. And I think we were not like this.
Yeah.
This doesn't help. And we know how good he can be. That's the problem. We've seen the jet arrow. We've seen the highs. I feel like that's one of the lows there. However, 4v4, certainly not done yet. Site is very much under ULF's control, especially with Demure here. That's a lovely spot just to hold from, give him a little additional security. Good amount of util left, however, on Pacific still. See, Spawn, Prowler, still got a flash. And, well, the ult's going to make it a little bit tricky because they can at least challenge from that CT side.
And 2 players here, potentially going to be isolated spawn, but Valorant they want to fight both. Cooper, in the meantime, finds the other.
Oh, he's suddenly just turned on its head, hasn't it? Neki now has to try and clutch up a 1v3. Isolates the weaker of the 3, but now the 2 to go. I'm gonna go down without a fight. There we go, 7. All good in the end, but...
Operator? I'll say, yeah, Cooper now. Going to go in retreat for a second. Yeah, both sitting on, but...
I mean, the start of that felt like an absolute nightmare, but recovered.
This is the second layer to this conversation as well. The comfort factor for CNED is always, hey, where can we put him on an operator, right? Yeah. Talk about obviously switching around agents and whatnot.
Find you.
Again, CNED, the times he has kind of still found comfort throughout these different matches and different compositions is with an operator in hand, particularly on the defensive side.
That's what I like to see, baby.
No harm, no foul just yet. Obviously, operator back in hand for him, but just another one of those instances.
I mean, it's awful the timing where that happens while I'm literally mid-conversation about it. You know, you feel for him in that regard, but why's the timer stop?
Silence.
Kit Kat
has fallen over the studio for the time being. It may be just a little issue to look into. But to come back to that discussion again, sure. It's always so difficult because I think CNED's a player where the expectations are still just so high. Yeah, it never really tailed off, did it? There was never like oh, okay, we'll give him a break. It's always been, well, when's he going to get back to that highest level that we've seen him at? Which I still think is fair. I think a mouse issue. Still 4. 3, we're good. We are absolutely good. Never going to have an issue again. All eyes on Valorant here in mid. And we do have an operator on both sides. Now, we're going to try and find something. Not seeing it was noted here. Obviously, there's pings on the other side towards ULF. Paranoia is good, but I think a connection, but not too much damage done here. CNED the one to take the brunt of that, down to 27 HP already. Yeah, a little bit of a scrap on the extremity, but
bring them down.
Doesn't really reward too much beyond this. Neki gets a little bit more room to try and build through middle. Then the eyes are turning to it. It's a really early rotation from Pacific, reading into this contact here. And Demure's done very well. Big punish on 7, then trying to maybe close down on towards Stern.
Here he steps away.
Yeah, I think he's just drawn his attention back, but it's Fabian so close, and they line up. He gets a discount. 2 for 1. CNED's got the spike down as well. That is a bit of a dream.
Just missing catching Ordaz here. I think Ordaz probably can see it. What?
30
Ordaz got
seconds
both
left.
of those.
Oh, I need to see that with a little more build-up time. And Ninja just making it towards stairs. Plant's going to be there. He's got the want in the C's, but Stern's position is tough. Yeah, I don't think he's going to see that in time. Okay, Ulf back where they left off, really. But it's Ordaz who kind of turned that one back around.
That, I mean, it felt disgusting from upstairs, but I don't know what his POV looked like for that. And crucial to find the second in this situation. Obviously noting CNED's presence.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
That is nice.
Last player
Super
standing.
Oh.
30 seconds left.
At least still having a good time down on the stage.
Vibes are good.
I mean, definitely should be. 5 on the scoreline here and total control of this first half.
I'm quite impressed with this. Time out for Pacific, and feels like rightly so. A little bit behind the curve a couple of times. Now, don't get me wrong, it felt like that round flipped back to Ulf's favor, but in the beginning, I feel like they were very much in control, and CNED got them back on track with that double. Luckily had and hard to repeat. So as it stands, kind of checking in on Ordaz, and he's been kind of the quiet, I guess, top of the end for Ulf in their earlier series, in their earlier games. And look, this team, once they get that 5, I can't stop saying it, they're a very different creature. We could start paying a different amount of attention towards
March 24th, mark your calendars. But yeah, for sure. I mean, initially before that, we are just looking for, and again, this isn't even to beat a dead horse. It's the expectations are very low, but I'm still willing to be impressed by some of the individuals on this roster.
Yeah, spot on. I think that's a fair way to put it. CNED has only a 60% op impact rate. How do you feel about that?
I feel like that's probably accurate. I don't know what we're measuring impact rate by.
Yeah, the clock
Probably
stopped.
biased
The
to
clock
kills.
has stopped.
It has
That's a
stopped.
scary sentence to say, by the way.
We're
and I
back.
also saw, I think it was, is this Valorant in mid? I think it is, moving his mouth like left
His
and
mouth.
right. Help me out, or I'll tell them what happened with the
He's
cookies. I'll
he's
tell them what
moving
happened with
his
the
mouth.
cookies, Michael. I will tell the people at home.
I don't think that's relevant right now. Well, like a broken record, we will let you know once we know anything.
To deep dive that point.
We'll get back to the desk soon, guys. Don't
Yes,
worry.
stick around for an hour worth of a monologue on KO here specifically.
There's a telestrator in there somewhere.
There will be, and yeah, I need to refocus as well. It's all good. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Minnie's an ankle biter. We found that out. 1-3-1 start here. Seen it in the 1v1. Oh, forced off the angle. Bold at the start, but it's mid that's working out, and Alpha just swinging today, man.
Coming out of the little tech break here, taking the fight to Pacific. Things will slow down now. Again, Q put the 1 to anchor B, but he's only got a judge. Ninja.
Is that a tag?
Yeah, it was a tag, yeah, down to 78 now.
Oh, well, Cupid bouncer at the door.
Shadows traveling.
Not going to let him in too easy. Oh, I thought he might have had an extra second. But the pace that Ulf are coming out with, I don't know what's gotten into this side, but they're just there to go and take a fight.
Spike
They
planted.
did not appreciate the tech break.
No, they're going to make up for that time. They're on a timer. Ninja and CNED.
Player standing.
There's no synergy there. It's all very individual, and well, CNED will be lucky to live at this point. I think he's going to at least get out of initial danger, but I think Ulf just have that W key pressed down.
Might just see that death ball that Minnie was alluding to in full effect now for the rest of this half. So he gets a consolation here, but again, further damage done, 52 HP.
They've got some decent bank to work with too. Obviously, they want to keep that sitting pretty, but someone howling now.
Yeah,
We started it.
I think that's definitely from the off side of the stage.
Yes.
Unless it was CNED. EVS, the confirmation here.
Any confirmers in chat?
Who was the howler?
Yeah. I want to see if we can get confirmation on this one. But yeah, again, it's just blistering pace from these boys. Confidence looking there. And something that actually, we roll our minds back to kind of Ascension time. Something that impressed us with Ulf under that 4-5 was the aggression, was the pace,
Yes,
was
yeah.
the...
There we go, thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
you guys. There we are.
Always got our backs.
They do, they do. Nice, nice. Oh, Chico-ish.
Ish, yeah.
Ish. It's not even close now.
Yeah. Nope.
Head's not in the game. I've written note feral creature mini on my notepad, and that's as much as I've got. That's my main takeaways here, Michael. I'll leave this one to you.
Cooper's got another shotgun. Good for one. Surely, right?
Surely.
Seven obviously playing a little deeper, but
Cover going out.
he's certainly going to have his hands full. There's actually a second member in the form of Fabian here. And been some aggression on that side of the map from Pacific, but still happy to let this default
Cover going out.
breathe at the start of the round.
Yeah, maybe trying to feel out if there's a stack. You know, the money's a bit weird. I actually don't mind them taking a little bit longer, but there is obviously that time then I start getting curious at. CNED going to get noted off the Prowler. Oh, Ninja had no idea. Yeah, walked on. And off, just bulldozering in until VALORANT's found one, but they've won out on the other side of the map too. So this would need to be clutch of the year.
30 HP.
Sheriff.
Needs these two.
They'll get
30
booked anyway.
seconds
Wait
left.
for it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Ulf stretching their legs a little bit now. A 7-1 scoreline. Obviously their map pick here, but Pacific, a long road to even make this doable in the second half here with how in control Ulf have looked, and happy to just walk smokes. Take these very easy contact plays that look like very, very comfortable for them. And even so, Stern finding tons of value in this lurk outside A.
Here.
Certainly an example of something we want to see from Ulf, right? Playing with freedom. They're playing with house money effectively.
One for replay for Cairo. Jeez, I mean, and Seven's been really good actually at kind of the positioning. We were impressed with this guy in a multitude of ways, but it ain't lining up just yet. And now does CNED get to live? No one there to shut it down yet. But he's losing teammates, and that kind of puts a stopper on this round. Unless he can bail him out. Something marvelous if he can. That's not bad, okay. Leaving just CNED alive, and now, do you want the op? Can you keep the op? Gonna have to fight to keep that op.
I don't think he's getting off this angle. Actually does spot, but Stern's still the one to win out here.
Oh, for kind of nuts, man.
Yeah, that gap increasing.
It's the howling.
It's well, certainly a big buff for them.
Yep.
Moore's certainly starting to find his feet as well, looking way more comfortable in some of these solo situations to go forward and find value time and time again. Knowing they've got Pacific up against the ropes here, starting to play into that heavily. Ultimates here for Pacific, no command and the pit, but yet to see the superstar 7 really get off the starting blocks. It's in a 1 and 8 usually. Well, there you go. He must have heard me.
Yeah, off those starting blocks now. Has a little underhand and has a swing. That felt brave at the best of times, and he gets caught on it. So back down to the 4v4. Prowler's going to note Cupid's progression as well, and he needs to get out of there because Neki was fancying go. These guys are fired up today. I'm just playing hyper-aggressive, it looks like, taking big risks and getting big rewards. I thought he was getting away. Luckily, Cupid catching him in the heels just before he was able to get around the corner. They have no idea about Ninja's progress either.
Ninja playing into some space here, but really it's going to rely on Cupid once more to potentially catch wind of this.
Nice.
He did.
Experiment.
And he saw the cross up the stairs, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. This should... Ninja just keeps this space. Should be good for it. Should be hearing a lot of this too. Maybe a little bit worried there was someone split from the pack, but no, we know they're both together. He can hold this for the post plant. Needs to be careful they don't try and take some further control over towards B main. I think they know it's probably got a player off towards it, but Ordaz waiting with that paranoia. It's coming through towards heaven. Still some util here for Ulf, but a 2v3 ain't gonna be easy. That control not really there for them. Back to the wall. Gonna hear the drop down now. What is the plan? That's gonna do it. Oh, and I thought he was on for the follow-up, but now Ordaz is in a tough spot here. Trying to parachute that smoke down. Double swing and get some. Nice for Pacific. 2 remaining and a little bit of hope.
I'm going to give them a little more progress towards some other ultimates. CNED just 2 points away. Still sitting on the pit and the null command as well. 7 again, I guess valid criticism, right? He's trying to do a little more here just to get them some sort of win condition. Again, I guess the longer-term discussion of that is then the agent pool, right? What do we put them on if we're going to rely on individuals?
Better.
Nice! I'm so good at the game, man.
I like you, but...
how can you not?
I know.
I'll find you.
I'd never say he's above the age of, 30. Ooh, the pressure on the side. You can see it now. Ulf didn't like what they just saw, what was done to them now, so they just go in, hell-bent on no mercy. That was blink and you miss it.
120. Spike planted. 3 down. Cupid and 7 just left on the other side of the map. Pacific just gets swept off their feet. Again, the penny has to drop really about a number of times they're caught up by, I mean, this Yuto early on in the round, and it basically makes it impossible to recover. I switch up from Ulf though, because this feels like a little more invested, actually a step up in pace as well. Beautiful set piece. Demortho again, 2 on the entry. So he's starting to find his feet.
Again, just that synergy. The Haunt doing bits for them too. There was very little you could do to actually hold from the site itself. So again, you can see the look, as much as it is really tempo-y, it's really aggressive, it's well set up. It's got, it's covering all of the aspects there. So Pacific instantly put back down to just these 2 rounds. And there it is, Demortho just really set up. Beautiful, beautiful exec. And this was, again, Ordaz on that line is oh!
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can see Ned just throw his hands up. Second time, a little bit of a cursed position for him in this first map. We'll come back in with, well, I mean, Ninja's down on a Bucky, but a decent buy here in round 12. Ulf set up once more outside B.
One.
Doing a thing. Does see Ned get to live? Yes, okay. It's just these recalls are shocking. I feel like he was actually on for something there. Luckily, Ninja's still around. Ordaz can't quite connect this time, and they've actually sent them back.
Last player
Again,
standing.
crucial. I was going to say, if Stern finds something here. See Neki able to slip away. Now into a 1v4. Everybody from Pacific here. Alorante, 47 HP, got a recharge, and will find the kill. 9-3. Potentially an opportunity for them to claw their way back into this first map.
Switching sides.
Potentially. We will find out how this goes as soon as, so do stick around. Let's get this one done.
Spike down B. One enemy.
Mission complete.
Your body knows. A sense of victory. Seized when mind, movement, and gear ignite as one. Now, step into your zone. Designed to win.
Well, 9-3 was certainly not what Pacific had in mind here. I think we are seeing some of that original sort of DNA behind Ulf that got us quite excited by the prospect of them coming up here.
The foundations are still there.
Yes, they are. And you see it in these moments, right? And look, they had a really hard start. They haven't had easy opponents, but there aren't particularly easy opponents when you get to tier 1. There shouldn't be. Now, the issue is Pacific has looked really behind the wheel here. This has not looked solid for them yet. I think we can speak honestly. And for ULF, though, this is a bit of light, because they got, beaten into dust by Vitality at the start. No respect shown, and just run over. But from this point onwards, maybe we start seeing them just get a little bit looser.
And again, also, just talking about bigger picture-wise, it's almost, dare I say it, a benefit to lose out in such a way to a big name once you step onto the stage. It's like, okay, guys,
here we are.
Pull out all the stops. Like, now, I don't want to say nothing matters, but
now or never.
We can play totally risk-free.
Yeah, I think there is some benefit to that.
I think that's why we're seeing this sort of performance now.
Yeah, and for Pacific, obviously, I don't say higher expectations, but there's certainly a higher caliber of player on this team that you might hold to a higher standard. Now, let's see how these executes look. Now, I like what we're seeing here already. That slip back towards CT. I think that was from Neki. Yes, it was. So kind of understanding that B-side was never going to be held in that moment. So slips back and waits for a retake to get started.
Spike planted.
Still, I mean, a little bit of chip damage done, but crucial engagement here potentially. Fabian actually managed to escape with his life there. Pressure comes through. Cupid will fall immediately, but it gets there before he fell.
7 needs that, gets it. Any more? 1 by 1, you're going to feed him here.
One enemy remaining.
Well, that's a little bit disappointing, really. Oh, I thought you were on the same page. Apparently not. Pacific going to get the first round in the second half here, and that's building blocks.
Good 9-3 certainly makes it doable, but ton of work to do to kick off the second half. Cupid actually does really well to even get 1 in that situation. See how much pressure was coming his way. 7
enemy remaining.
To swing things back in their favor.
One time at a round. One time at a round? One time at a round.
Man, nice!
That famous phrase.
That's how you have to approach this.
Gonna write that one down.
Iconic from 7.
We'd never say anything wrong.
No, never have. Never will.
Don't you dare
There's
get
no
a clip.
evidence.
Don't you dare clip a thing.
Don't miss
Now I'm terrified, and it's probably going to be appalling, but CNED actually going in fine. And sight shouldn't be too much of an issue. Very directed approach. I'm only seeing classics, so nothing really to worry about here.
I'm not seeing Pacific shy away from the pace here. Certainly a positive. To potentially get themselves rolling in terms of this comeback. I don't think ULF are going to go for anything here. Can you give this up? Maybe try and catch somebody on the backside of the spike going off, but opportunities here. I mean, VALORANT can stay late on this. Potentially Cupid as well. Want to protect the rest of the inventory.
Let's see if they shuffle out soon. Could be about now. Yeah. See, a little bit concerned that there's someone sitting deeper behind. Not the case. And I think everyone will kind of get what they wanted out of this. ULF will be able to go down to the spike. And everyone from Pacific will survive. So 5 rounds.
Good opportunity here for the bonus as well. Obviously want to establish a bit of a cushion early on. And the old progress going to be lacking a little bit. Probably looking more towards round 4 on the rebuy, but
Jack,
see,
hello. Hello, Jack.
Obviously see how things lie here in terms of the purchase. It's only going to be really the upgrade for VALORANT.
There.
Toxin screen
Much
down.
different pace to start with. Look how deep they are sat here. VALORANT.
I think now Pacific anticipating the same sort of pop that ULF have been relying on a couple of times here.
Being quite patient about this. Ooh, Stern. That's a bit rough.
Yeah, reveals his hand a little early here, actually.
Yeah, and going to be caught on that knife. So Demore needs this. Gets outdone. VALORANT starting to fire up too. There is a lot of firepower on this Pacific team. That's something that we were waiting to see activate, really, because we saw it from ULF.
Well, we certainly saw it last week with VALORANT. VALORANT,
yep.
Like I said, a player with high expectations, but hadn't really seen him clicking just yet. I think he was going, what, blow for blow with 7, basically.
Yeah. No, they were both very much on the money. It was just like, okay, who else is going to join them? We're going to see, a third added to the mix. But down to 4. Oh, do have 3 players on the right side of the map. Good timing on the smoke here, and they walk on through. And Neki is in the right place. Good Prowler as well. Going to identify that CNED has made it towards sight, so they can keep great track on this. Lovely crossfires on the way in. And that smoke timing could not have been better. Dreamy stuff for Ulf.
Cena just getting caught here on the dash in. Looks initially like he's going to be able to create a little bit of space to get out of the choke point, but yeah, Stern just, I mean, so free to swing back out. It's looking very comfortable in terms of the hold here.
Nice!
Not enough disruption, like you said as well, already having 3 bodies in the right place. They can take a couple of risky trades ahead of this site here.
Still a Guardian in play for Fabian here. Hold on, that was very fast. Speaking of pace, look, they've just turned it up again. Lose out on the first hit, but maybe this was the concern that Pacific had when they were playing super deep and cautious, because we know that Ulf will get aggressive. Doesn't work out for them this time. They're going to have to be on red alert now.
We're feeling like they have an opportunity towards A here.
Shadows traveling.
Potentially mid as well. Pacific now, maybe calling the audible. Fabian going to be called upon. Only has a Guardian. I mean, the clearance here. Valorant gets one, but Neki quick for the trade. That should be everything Pacific needs to make a decision here.
Yeah, but look at Fabian's walk. Look at this timing.
They gave up mid, yeah.
They gave up everything. He's cleared so far. Ordaz just needs to live for a second. They've seen enough. Surely, 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 surely. He's on for it. Oh, it's outrageously good. Unbelievable. Fabian walking middle like he bloody owns the place. They could not have got the timing better there. Simply could not have.
Again, like I said, had all the information to make a decision here, but I don't know if we're just waiting on cooldowns or something. No contingency. Somebody guarding mid here to prevent Fabian from just taking absolute liberties.
No!
That's 11 on the board now for Ulf. The buy is still there for Pacific, yes, but not a lot left behind this.
Now let's see how Demir does, because we were seeing the Cena kind of struggle from this spot, getting away from it, getting caught up by it. Let's see if that continues here. There is a 1v1 actually against Cena, funny enough, but that might take some time to develop. At 1-3-1. Stern, there was a moment where he almost got caught by Vents a couple rounds ago. Very quiet so far.
Stern actually flashed down here. Beautiful pop from Ulf once more.
Man, these refights, Mike, they're lovely. You don't get to rest on your laurels against this team. Cena just needs to go out for a fight. Have a biff, have a go. Remind them who you are. You were one of the greats at one point. And yeah, there is a flank coming.
Demir just a little quicker. Valorant now has found Neki. 85 HP. Should be able to retrieve the spike here, but still lots of question marks. Plenty of time left to play with, though. Issue being, Demir's basically got the budget up.
Ain't no shields on Valorant now.
30 seconds left.
Start moving ahead, and issue being Ordaz is very happy to sit up here and just play audio. 18 seconds, eventually Valorant is going to have to reveal his hand.
That paranoia
10 seconds
was
left.
just perfect as well. Valorant hoping someone would make a bit of a mistake, but so far they're not. That'll do it. That'll do. 12-5, Mike. This one might be wrapped up.
Yeah, Ulf have just been able to take control of this half once more. Like I said, just so on point with some of these clearances. The timing's been there for them, and I guess the contrast is the Pacific have not been as diligent in terms of map control and awareness. We'll call a timeout here in the 11th hour. Again, on the brink of ultimates, but they're not going to have anything to bring into round 18. Buy will still be there or thereabouts. 2 Guardians in the mix. Meanwhile, actually, Demir just 1 point away, and Fabian rolling Thunder. A huge sort if they want to continue playing aggressively, try and punish this default early on.
Yeah, and I want to say, just looking down the board of just scoreline, everyone from Ulf's turned up today.
Yeah, yeah.
5 on it. It's not just been that one-man show. It's not just been, you know, duelist go kill or anything along those lines. It's been everyone kind of pulling their weight.
And conversely, actually, credit's due, CNED putting some numbers up here. We already talked about 7 and inability to do as much as he has done previously.
Yeah.
Which again, in some of these rounds, just not really had the opportunity.
You don't feel you get a look in some of these. You're just not on the right side of the map. The execute comes in super heavy. Have fun. But 5-12, this is a heavy loss for Pacific here potentially. Obviously Abyss would be their map choice and it would be up next, but this will certainly sit with you. It's not done yet. One time at a round or so, they say.
Yep.
Let's see if they can get any more. Pacey up towards Rambo. It's seen Demir on point, gets out of danger and goes back in for more. He is on it, and CNED once again just caught out. Demir is really putting on a show here.
Down to 33 AP. Gonna retreat it. Fabian looks as if he wanted to address that, but Valorant will remove his head. Already the flank coming through from Sewers though.
They've been quick on these. Valorant would love ramp control. Not gonna get it. Look how fast Demir is after that too. You kind of feel like it might just be a passive haunt, but it wasn't. But Alarante's reposition is rewarded. Oh, gonna come down on top, making a second. Demir is still on this 3 kills this round. 33 HP. It's all 3s. And it's down to 1. 7, the last to fall. And 13-5 will be the scoreline, Mike. This is as one-sided as you're gonna get.
Very impressed with ULF again. Playing with house money is the overall headline here. Just looking very confident in these sorts of situations. Pacific really struggling to get anything going.
Yeah, they've got to be happy with that one. We'll be back in just a sec.